Welcome back, folks. In this movie I'm going to show you a very important thing you must need to know about Photoshop Smart Object. It is by difference between placing your external file or image as a smart object in Photoshop and by creating your own smart object manually. It is a topic actually make me so confused, so really I want to clear that to you guys. This is really very important, so let me show you what I mean. So first of all, you can see this is an iPhone mockup and I'm going to replace this UI by a sample UI. So let me show you. I go to file, I go to place embed and I select from here, or I can simply go to file, browse and bridge, and here actually I'm going to use this Apple Store mobile UI. So first of all, I right click here and I go to place in Photoshop, and now you can see this is placed here. Okay, so now I just bring it here and I just hit enter, and here what I do, I just write here by placed, and now once again I'm going to grab this UI and it is by different way. Go to browse and bridge, and now what I do, I just go ahead right click here, and now this time I just going to open with out of Photoshop. Okay, and now it is open in new documents. So now what I do, I just go ahead and just unlock it and right click and convert to smart object. See, it's manually created, and now I just grab this one, hover over this one and bring it here, and now you can see this is the same UI but created as a smart object in two different way. This is by placed and this is manually created. So now what I do, I just go to place one, this one, and I press Ctrl++ to zoom in. Well, if you don't know about it, then actually I explained it in my new vision course. That is a really awesome course. Go ahead and take a look of it if you want to know more about this one. Okay, so I press Ctrl+T and bring my transform panel here, and now I hold on my control key and I'm just going to place it here. Well, I really am not worried about placing it right way because this is not the topic of this module. So actually I'm just going to show you the difference between two different way created smart objects. So I just go ahead and place it here and I just hit enter, and now you can see this is a one way. It's not placed properly, but I'm not worried about it anymore. So now you can see this is a smart object by placed, and now what I do, I just make it invisible and I just go to this one. Once again I press Ctrl++ and I bring this smart object here, press Ctrl+T to bring out transform panel and do the same thing. Press Ctrl, hold down it, and now just bring this corner here. Bring it up. Enter. So now I can see this is the same UI. Now what is the difference between this manual one and this place one? Well, let me show you. I just hide that manual one and just make it visible the placed one. Now what if I decided that I'm not going to use this UI, I'm going to use the different UI. So let me show you. I go to file, go to browse and bridge, and now I'm going to use this UI. I right click this one and open in with out of Photoshop, and here you can see this is the new UI. Actually I'm going to use it here. So what I do, I just go ahead and just double click one, and now you can see this is open, and now I just grab this one, bring it here, and let's make it here. Okay, and press Ctrl+S. You can see can't save it, this is error, and you have to save it again, and this is really bad. I mean, come on, we are using smart object and this is error. This is really bad. So let's press OK, and now this way is not work. Well, let's try another way. So let's close it and go to this one, and now let's hide it and make it this visible. This is a manually created smart object. Now what I do, I just go ahead and double click on this one, and once again I bring it here, I place it here, there we go, and press Ctrl+S. Now it's saved, and now if I just get back here, and you can see, wow, it's immediate reflected here. So now you know the difference by placing your external file as a smart object in Photoshop and by creating your own smart objects. So this is really a very big difference here. So now you know that if you place your external file as a smart object, you are not able to edit or make it another layer. This is really headache. But if you create your own and manually, then you will be able to edit it and place it another layer in that. That's really nice. And even this feature work in drag and drop. So even if I just make it close this one, and even close this one, and even this one. So now what I do, I just make it half in my window, Okay, and I'm going to use this one again. Okay, I just place it here, make it here, and now what you can do, you can just go ahead and hit enter, and this is the manually created layer. I just double click on this one, I go here and I go to this one, bring it here, place it here, Control S, save it, and now you can see it's got reflected here. You can see that. So this is a really big difference. So now here's the questions, it definitely comes in your mind, that when to use this place system. So actually you can use this place in functionality when actually you not worry about editing your layers, you just worry about preserving your original image quality. So you can just go ahead, use this one. This is a really fine way to do it. But if you want to edit your smart object, then go ahead, create it manually, or just use drag and drop smart object feature. Okay, so now you know the very important thing about Photoshop smart object. So thank you so much, and see you in the next movie.